So I want to say this. I'm really not one to debate or try to. You have people that debate. I see a lot of videos that have like, somebody that may believe, Muslim or Baptist or whatever it is, whatever it is, whatever it is. And just as a disclaimer, I make this video with the kindest of heart. Like I'm not by any means bothered or anything like that. But I do see a lot of videos where it's like Christians having to prove and debate how they view Jesus, how they view the Son of God, how they view the death, the burial, and the resurrection, how you believe. You're debating that constantly. And I just personally feel like I'm not going to debate because I believe that through actions do speak louder than words. People normally gravitate toward what they can feel inside their hearts, because the issues of life do flow from the heart. That's why people always say, well, you got to go with your heart. But I say to that, make sure your heart is aligned properly with God and you ask God to inject his heart into your heart so that you can, have a good heart-led life. Um, but people normally just gravitate toward what they feel is right, what feels good anyway. We live in a feel good generation. So with all that being said, just to expedite this video very quick, don't debate. Don't go back and forth. I don't need, if you come to me and say, prove to me that Jesus, that's what I believe that. I believe that the death, the burial, and the resurrection. I believe speaking in tongues. I believe in heavenly language. I believe in the upper room. I believe it all. And the more that I press into it, I see it transforming my life. And I'm not, once again, trying to debate whether Jesus was black and he was white, he was Chinese, he was Oriental, he was this, he was that, No. I'm believing in what I believe, and I'm seeing the fruit of it manifest in my life. Absolutely. Your language changes, your talk changes, your speech changes, your conduct changes, and your moral life just changes when you inject the Jesus into your life. And the word, when you read the word every day, when you're reading the word, when you're making the word first, there are things that I used to do that I don't do anymore, and I'm not looking at other religions. I'm just saying, if your speech is not changing, if you're still cursing like a sailor, if you're still, blazing blunts and cigarettes and getting drunk and you're just not changing. Now, I'm not judging you, but I'm just saying those things tend to go away when you have an encounter with Christ, when you allow the Holy Spirit, how I believe, into your life and you allow him to change and rearrange. Those things will go away. And I know people will always say, nothing wrong with smoking weed, nothing wrong with just taking a little look, fellas, here and there, Yes, there is definitely something wrong with looking. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't believe in that statement, there's nothing wrong with looking. Because once you look, your mental mind takes a picture and then that picture is stored and then it begins to grow. That's why you have a guy who sometimes you watching pornography and after a while that pornography just becomes like you just need more, and then that more can turn into something dangerous. Absolutely, absolutely. So it's definitely something wrong with looking. There's definitely something wrong with debating, going back and forth. I'm not doing that. People will gravitate to you because, I mean, look at Peter and look at, Simon Peter and the disciples. They just gravitated. When Jesus was like, come, they just came because in there they knew he didn't have to say many words. He was like, follow me. I'll make you fishers of men. So today, if you need to recharge your relationship with Christ, if you need to recalibrate, if you need to get back into that place, all you do is simply have to just say, Lord, forgive me. Forgive me for my carnal thinking, for my wayward ways, and not perfection. We're going to make mistakes here and there, but just remember, it's very important to just, ask for forgiveness, and then you can be repositioned, you know what I'm saying, very, very easily. So yeah, I just wanted to share that, super quick with you, and I hope that this helps somebody, to be able to get to a place where you want to get to. But I don't debate. Once again, people will ask questions about what they sense is true and good and fruitful and joyous. That's it. It's the way it is, man. Have a great day.